Good evening, good morning, good night, wherever you be watching this transmission. It is I, Mike Martins, your housing discussion guru. We've been talking about housing here for years on this channel now. What's happening? What's faltering? What's falling apart? What's being glued back together? What's the government's plans? What are the feds thinking? What are they going to start throwing at us? What's the media have to say about things? Who's winning the blame game? There's so much happening in the housing market, guys. Don't forget to join me tomorrow night for trends in the housing market. Tomorrow night live, we'll have open lines. Okay, construction company pulls out of Richmond project. We're seeing a lot of this happening. We saw quite a bit of it happening in Australia, in Sydney and Melbourne, where construction companies are just walking away or pulling off their contractors or whoever's working on it. So this is very, very a common practice when it is a failing market. And of all things, condos are the number one seller. Why? Because they're the most affordable product on the market. It starts with condos, condos, townhomes, detached homes, and then just single homes. So it's very interesting that the condos would cease to stop work. You would think that they would stop the homes, and which they did. I'm saying you would think, condos will still be going because they're the cheapest on the market, is what I'm trying to say. So it's pay $400,000 for a 1-bedroom condo, or you pay $1.4 million for a 2-bedroom bungalow in Vancouver. I mean, a lot of people would go towards the $400,000 1-bedroom condo, but they're pulling out. Citing financial uncertainty, Scott Construction ended its contract to build the Alpha Condo project on Buswell and Anderson. So this is in Richmond, British Columbia, not Richmond, Virginia. Problems keep piling up for a building under construction on Anderson Road in Richmond City Centre. Last week, Scott Construction, the company building the Alpha Condo development, terminated its contract with the developer Anderson Square Holdings and told their subcontractors to stop working on the project after losing confidence in the owner's ability to finance the project. Interesting. So we know what's happening with a lot of people, a lot of foreign investors that are having a really tough time getting their wealth offshore, and it's pretty much come to a snail pace crawl, and you're seeing a lot of projects like this getting affected, right? 2 weeks prior, Scott Construction told the Richmond News that they were suing Anderson Square Holdings for $4.6 million for extra costs associated with delays on the project. This followed the cancellation of pre-sales in the project after the owner pulled. Okay, so he canceled the pre-sales. This followed the cancellation of pre-sales in the project after the owner pulled the plug on the 15-story project at Anderson Road and Brussels Street, block away from City Hall. In a statement, Richmond News said on Monday, Darren and Scott Construction said the company became increasingly concerned that Anderson Square Holdings couldn't pay Scott and its subcontractors after letters were sent out saying they couldn't get a construction financing commitment. Unfortunately, Anderson Square Holdings couldn't demonstrate to us that they secured reasonable evidence of the financial arrangements to fulfill their obligations under the contract, Hodges says. As a result, we have terminated our contract with our client. Hodges added that Scott Construction is committed to making sure their subcontractors have as much certainty as possible to be paid for the work. As a result, we need to let them know they can stop work and start making plans to get other projects, Hodges explained. We did that last week. We value our relationship with our clients, and we hope we can resolve this quickly and fairly. Anderson Square Holdings notified its customers about a month ago it was canceling the pre-sale condos after Alpha Development in Anderson on Anderson Road and Buswell Street with the full refund of deposits plus interest. Anderson is owned by former city council candidate Sonny Ho, who has not returned his calls to the news. So Okay, so like I said, what's happening is people are having a tough time getting their money offshore, and it's normal. You're going to start seeing it's happening all over Australia. This is happening all over Australia, and I know in New Zealand, in Auckland, there was two projects that were shut down just like this, condo projects that just completely. But this was last year when New Zealand bans any foreign buying in New Zealand. Two projects in Auckland came to a complete halt. So they're sitting like this skeleton frames like this. Nothing got completed. So very interesting to see where things are going to head. Now let's go over to our friends over at Better Dwelling. Now watch this at Better Dwelling. Money laundering, home equity are new important parts of the Canadian economy. This is old. Let me go to Better Dwelling, like the new stuff. Here we go. So you get this pop up. Then Canada loses 24,000 jobs, but the Canadian real estate industry picks up over 30,000. Still wondering if Canadian real estate is running the economy? Just look at the latest job numbers. Stats can. Numbers show an uptick in unemployment with 24,000 jobs lost in July. However, the weakness did not impact the real estate construction industry. Both sectors are now at all-time high for jobs. So I'm getting a mix-up here. I'm getting a lot of contractors and builders telling me that they're losing work and there's no jobs. It's slow. No one's getting back to work. No one's getting calls. What's going on, right? Better Dwelling doesn't lie when it comes to real estate news. They don't lie. They call a spade a spade. Still, okay, so it goes here. However, the weakness didn't impact the real estate and construction industries. Both sectors are now at an all-time high for jobs. They added over 30,000 jobs to the economy last month. So Canada loses 24,000 jobs in July. Canada lost a few thousand jobs last month. On a second consecutive decline on a monthly basis, there were 19,000 employed across Canada in July, down 24,200 from the month before. This represents a 0.13% decline, but the number is still 1.89% higher than last year. Even though the country experienced job losses for the month, there's still growth. So this is the unemployment rate. Sorry guys, I'm just tired. It's been a long day. Here it is dropping. Here's your recession bars right here. So, okay, so it looks like unemployment rate's going down. Wow, look at that. Our jobs are picking up here, eh? The rate of unemployment made a small uptick after hitting a record low. The rate of unemployment hit 5.7% in July, up from a multi-decade low of 5.4% in May. This is the third consecutive month of increased the rate. The rate remains very low, however. It hasn't historically been able to hold this long level for long. The true, sometimes known as peak employment, is often considered unsustainable. Notable losses occurred in Alberta. We covered this the other day. Alberta lost, was it 19,000? Okay. Alberta, Ontario, BC. While Quebec saw a big increase in employment last month, Alberta lost 14,300 jobs. Ontario dropped 10,700 jobs. British Columbia shed another 4,800 jobs. Quebec bucked the trend and added a massive 16,600 jobs at the same period. Real estate sector employment rises all-time high. Okay, so employment in the finance, insurance, and real estate fire sector moved to all-time high. The fire sector employed 1.1 million people in July, adding 5,400 people from the month before. This month increase is 0.45%. The number of employees is up 1.58% from the same month last year. Even though the general economy shed jobs, this sector saw an increase. The year-over-year increase was still lighter than the general economy, though. So here's the fire employment. So this is real estate, insurance, all the construction, all that stuff. Here it is. So look at that. Jobs are picking up, eh? But remember, this is from StatsCan. Okay, never mind. I don't even know why I'm reading this, guys. It's from StatsCan. Damn. I should have pre-read this before I did this video. Anyways, Canada's construction industry reaches a new employment high. Construction, another industry closely related to also records. The industry employed 1.474 million people in July, up 25,000 from the month before. So here it is. This is what StatsCan. Is this from StatsCan too? StatsCan. Okay. The Canadian real estate is still driving the economy, with resales slowing. Construction, fire sectors combined with new employment at 14.04 of all Canadians, or more than 1 in 10. This number is up 54 basis points from the decade ago and the massive 228 basis points from 20 years ago. Sorry, guys, I did not know these were StatsCan statistics. I'm sorry for wasting your time. I honestly thought this was important. Doesn't say here StatsCan, I guess. Yeah, it says it right at the beginning. Damn. My bad, guys. Guys, don't forget to check out my channel. All kinds of cool videos. We're going into huge banking war territory. Blame game wars for the banks. Stocks rally today. Chinese bank wars right now. Banks are not trusting each other in China. There's lots going on, guys, in the world markets right now. Yeah, StatsCan. You go to StatsCan immigration, it says that number one immigrants to Canada are from like UK or Australia or something. It just, nothing matches what they tell you. What you visibly see out there and what StatsCan tells you is always a different story, right? Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you a builder? Are you in the real estate sector industry? Are you a real estate agent? Are things really picking up that much that, that you guys picks up 30,000, like 30,000 to make up for the 24,000 losses? Comment below, please. I'm looking very forward to reading your comments. Thanks for watching.